Hey guys, and welcome to the Slaanesh Slaughter. I'm a Rubber Ducker War, and today we're going to be carrying on our little focus videos on the new Regiment of Renowned units. We're showcasing battles, featuring them heavily, and I've been having a bucket ton of fun. This is one of the standout highlight games from a recent live stream I did, so if you enjoyed this and want to see more, there is I think like 6 or 7 games to do on live stream just the other day. It is going to be Slaanesh versus the forces of Kislev, a move hacker who's a experienced tournament player taking on, being Kislev, I believe, up against World Beater and the Slaanesh Legions. And he's coming in with a very, very interesting build. So we have Demons of Slaanesh, who have recently received a bit of a buff, dotted all the way along the front line, couple over on the far flanks as well. We have a double Seeker Chariots in the back to deal with enemy infantry, alongside the Herald of Slaanesh, coming with some Shadows magic on her. Just a horrible contraption. Getting run over by this thing must be like getting stabbed by 1,000 mini hedgehogs. It looks absolutely disgusting. She's becoming a pendulum, which is still a decent spell, despite its nerfs. More impressively, the Withering, lowering that armor. If you overcast this, it does indeed become Air of Effect. Just behind them, we have a load of Exalted Demonettes. Exalted Demonettes have always been pretty solid, in my opinion. Fantastic damage output and stats, as well as having the Charmed ability. And for their Regiment of Renowned, we have the Bringers of Beguilement. Their Regiment of Renowned Exalted Demonettes, who have some really useful abilities. So not only do they have better stats in general than your basic Exalted Demonettes, they also come in with Perfect Vigor. And Vigor is one of the most important stats in Total War in general. It's really underrated and overlooked. But even more importantly, they have the ability to rampage their opponents. This is insanely powerful. This is like the Sisters of Singing Doom from the Dark Elves in Game 2. Anything which allows you to take control away from your opponent is a massive boon. So we'll have to see how they perform here today. Pretty fun build and pretty thematic as well, coming in all the Demonettes. The forces of Kislev down on this side, we do have Kossar Spears in the front. Fantastic at just picking apart the enemy infantry of their range attacks and dealing good damage to cavalry with the spears. Speaking of cavalry, of triple Warbear Riders, who themselves have become a little bit more durable, getting a buff in the recent patch. And then we have the Half-Blades in the back, the Regiment Renowned Tsar Guard, great weapons, coming in with those flaming attacks and armor piercing. Not going to be fantastic up against Slaanesh, but in this live stream, players were all bringing the new Regiments Renowned just to try them out. Interesting to see how they perform up against all this elite killing infantry. With the recently nerfed light war sleds, I'm very interested to see how Kislev fare now, actually. I think they've got some considerable debuffs with their sleds carrying them in recent patches. Interesting to see how players adapt to their new style of play. We have a Frost Maiden of Ice Magic, kind of hard to win, of course, incredibly powerful spell. We have a cheeky little Snow Leopard, and Boris Urson, currently showing us the behind of his bear rather proudly. He's just an absolute anti-large beast. He's going to be equipped here with the Shard Blade, which is really going to help out against the infantry. So you can certainly see from this Kislev build, it is designed to kill enemy cavalry, which is what you often see from Slaanesh. But World Beater says, nope, screw that. I'm going to be coming in with all the glorious half-naked war gods. And a load of shots are rained down onto the Demonettes, taking massive burst damage on approach. I'd like to see the Warbears get really aggressive and attempt to protect the Kossar Spears, because they are the ones who can do the nice long-range damage to the Demonettes, who go in like furies of old, screaming, charging straight in to the Kossars, who whip out their spears, attempting to keep the Demonettes at bay. I don't know how well that's going to go for them. It looks like the Chariots have indeed been surrounded by the Warbears. Lovely pick up here by the Kislev player. Snow Leopard is getting down and dirty, but we have the Exalted Demonettes in here. Big debuff comes down. It looks like it's going to be the Withering. Overcast, negative 30 armor to those Warbears means they're going to get chewed through really quickly by all the Demonettes. On the far side, Finns again are really hot and spicy. Demonettes as well as the Regiment Renowned are starting to duel Boris. However, he was able to pop all his abilities before he started to rampage. Frost Maiden definitely wants to get out of here. If she rampages before she's able to cast the Heart of Winter, she could be in big trouble. And there we go, Boris indeed has been rampaged by the Bringers of Beguilement. The Tsar Guard did pop their ability rather early there, I think, giving that extra vigor to her homies. Demonette's done a decent job. Looks like they managed to ram through the Kossars rather quickly, now looking to surround theirs and Chariots alike. Be really good if we can get the Regiment Renowned on the light war sleds to stop them cycle charging, because they could be a big problem for the Slaanesh build in general. Kossars are being charmed and just ripped to pieces. Looks like the Herald of Slaanesh is having a whale of a time escaping polar bears and driving through the heart of the enemy. And in the back here, Warbear Riders have been hit by a Fascination, forcing them to stand toe-to-toe with the Exalted Demonettes. Not a fight they are looking forward to that much at the moment, though. Kossars are applying a bit of protection, coming in with some long-range bow fire. Big Fat Heart of Winter goes down. This may be a fantastic way back into the game for Kislev. However, the Half-Blades being rampage is kind of pushing them into a really bad engagement. So similar, unfortunately, with the War Bear Riders down here. We can see the Frost Maiden is Rampage. She's not going to be able to cast any spells after this Hard Winter for a while, though I believe it's the only spell she has, and it takes a lot of Winds of Magic. It looks like the magic of the Ice Switch, though, is starting to dissipate, allowing the Demonettes to charge back into the fray once more. Now, the Herald of Slaanesh getting sniped here could be a big problem. The Sledge are in a fantastic position. They're rampaging and out of control, so they're not going to cycle charge. The Frost Maiden's in a fantastic position, all because of this unit. The Regiment of Renown is doing such a fantastic job. It has allowed the Herald of Slaanesh to escape, at least for now. We have more Exalted Demonettes, and it looks like actually 2 Exalted Demonettes coming back into the warpath. That balanced power falls heavier and heavier in favor of Slaanesh. Boris is trying his best, but he's not able to get on top of the enemy general due to the fact these Demonettes are pinning them in place for so long. The Bears are trying, but look how sad it is. The Fallen Bear Rider being teabagged right now. And it looks like a Demonette of Slaanesh is inside the bear. That's a bit R-rated content for us, I'm afraid. As our Demonettes continue to charge in, light war sleds simply aren't going to be going anywhere here. We do get a lovely use, though, from Boris. Looks like his drain effect's going to be coming in the Shard Blade, clearing out a decent chunk of infantry, but it seems like it's all over to me. Light war sleds going to be going down here. War bears start to break. The Ice Witch cannot cast any more spells, and Boris doth stand alone. His army retreating on all sides around him, falling apart quickly. Well played to these guys. It was a close game for a reasonable amount of time, and I must say, despite a move losing there, considering the kind of build roulette went so heavily against him, I thought he performed pretty damn successfully as well. The light war sleds, only 750 gold value on them, though they were rampage, so it's still going to be a bit tough to say how they're going to perform in the long run. Really awesome to see the Bringers of Beguilement in action. I think they're actually going to be one of the kind of sleeper hits of this Regiment of Renowned pack. I've seen a lot of people talking predominantly about Nurgle's and Khorne's buffs coming in with that Regiment Renowned, but I think this unit, just anything which can rampage, is so powerful. 2.9k gold value on this unit, 71 kills, just an outstanding performance managing to rampage so many of the enemy units. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and it was an awesome one to cast indeed. Really fun thematic builds. If you did enjoy it, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already to the channel, and comment down below what you thought of the battle and what Regiment Renown unit you would like me to highlight next. There's a load of links in the description to Twitch, Patreon, and Discord. Twitch, where I do extra streams. Discord, where you can submit replays and get involved in live streams that I host and so on, much like the one I did the other day. We had just people from the community hop on, play some games, and I cast them. It was a load of good fun. And Patreon is where you can support the channel financially and keep me afloat. So massive shout out to all the Patrons who support the channel. Until next time, guys, peace, peace. And as always, stay awesome.